as I make my way. The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot. Put your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Can you dig it, sucker? What up, what up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you. And oh, yeah, bringing you another episode of FNT. Oh, yeah. And we got Bogard in the building. He's handling some daddy daycare. He'll be here in a second. David P in the building. What up, bro? And JC Money said, crazy shit going on in Tampa. Yeah, we'll wait for Bogey to get back here. That's one of the first thing we're going to be talking about. Dion, what up, bro? How's it going, man? He said, dope-ass intro. Hell yeah, man. I love it. Way better than that one we had for most of the year. That's for sure. What up, Lee? What's going on, bro? And Claudio said, what up? So sick and tired of the AB talk. Yeah, I mean, not a lot of news, in general to talk about right now. So the AB talk is all the rage. And Mark Meltzer in that building. What up, bro? Oh, yeah. Everyone on Facebook, make sure you do me a favor. Hop over to YouTube, Fantasy Football Hustler. Come show some love on YouTube. Go get subbed up, because when you get subbed up, you get entered into the signed Darius Leonard jersey giveaway that is going down this Sunday before the games kick off. Oh, yeah, it's going to be within the last hour. Even though a bunch of random people unsubscribed, we'll still do the giveaway this Sunday. Antonio in the building. What up, bro? And Big Kong said, based on what we've seen, who would you pick as a keeper for next year? A.J. Brown in the 12th round or Pittman in the 20th round?
A.J. Brown.
Hell yeah, A.J. Brown in the 12th. I mean, yeah, Pittman in the 20th is nice, but A.J. Brown is he's that dude. I mean, he got injured, yeah, and that sucks, but he was killing it, though, when he played. Even in their run-first freaking offense that they got. All right. Let's see here. Some of the BS news. We got CEH. I mean, I guess it's not BS, but he's likely out on Sunday. So if you're still playing this week, double barrel Daryl, fire him up. It's a tough matchup. But we got a lot of injuries. We got a lot of people out on COVID. We got people who might not play, just because their squads have already clinched or, maybe they're just out of the playoffs altogether. So Justin Fields, all week, we're talking about how he's going to start, and now he's been added to COVID reserve. So he doesn't even have the 5 days that you need to be able to, unless he's vaccinated, I guess, and then I guess you just need the one negative test, and that's it. So, but it ain't looking good. Not on a Thursday. And same thing with Deontay Johnson. He's been added to COVID reserve as well. So for you week 18 people, Chase Claypool might be in play here. I mean, I don't know if I'd trust him, but there's like nobody else.
Oh, where'd my hat go? You knocked off my hat.
Bogart can't be without the hat.
I gotta stay in character. It's funny. Yeah. I remember one time someone put in the comments, they were like, I bet you he has a bad hairline. I'm like, bro, listen, bro. Phenomenal hairline. I just like wearing hats.
Me too. I really like wearing hats. It's just a lot more fun. I mean, I don't know. I don't have crazy long blonde hair or something. I don't even know what a good hairdo would be. But man, I just like keeping it short and The hats are just fire.
I actually got my barber. He slid through today. I'm hella happy because it's my man's. He does the house calls and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, bruh. And it's not like I couldn't have got cut. It was just working. You know what I mean? Now I'm ready to get cleaned up. The champ, it's got to get shined up.
Oh yeah. And Lee says, how much do you?
No, I was gonna say, but going back to the AJ Brown thing, like, there's no way you're not taking AJ Brown over Pittman. You know what I mean?
Especially, I mean, it's an 8-round difference, but still, 12th round for AJ Brown, that's already stealing.
I mean, it's 2 players on a run first team, and like there's still. If you tell me Tennessee has hella options, you're lying. You know what I mean? There's only AJ Brown, and then that's it in my version. You know what I mean?
Yeah, preseason we may have said Julio Jones was going to be a thing, but
I mean,
already seen that did not come to fruition.
But like the dude said, from what we've seen this year, right? So based on that, I'm going AJ.
Yeah, for sure.
What's Pittman's stat line? 6 touchdowns. I'm just ballparking here. 6 touchdowns, 700 yards receiving.
Let's see.
Because if that's where he's at, that's Alshon Jeffrey numbers from 2017 with Carson Wentz in Frank Reich's system. Which, because I figured Pittman was going to be that role. You know what I mean? That's what they drafted him to be, is that X receiver. So I like the idea of him, but on 2 teams that are run first, I'd much rather have AJ Brown.
82 receptions, 1,018 yards, and 5 tugs.
Ooh, okay. So I was shortchanging him on the yardage, and then I definitely overshot him on the tugs. I'm not mad at it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's only 7 of his games where he eclipsed 70 yards. Okay. That's the thing that kind of sucks. Like, we already talked about this year how 1,000-yard receiver is not going to be like 1,000-yard receiver like in the past.
We have 18, way more. We have 18, and in this week we might see a couple more eclipse 1,000.
Yeah, no, we for sure are, because there's a handful of people that have less than 50 yards to go.
Yeah.
So it could easily be eclipsed. But the pass heavy, offense, 1,000 yards isn't what it used to be. Because I mean, you may not even be. You're barely a top 18. Where he's at. He's like 7 yards ahead of Brandon Cooks, who was like the last guy over 1,000 at 18.
I want to argue this real quick. Is that if we cut the season now, and it was like, and that means it would have been 16 weeks, right?
Yeah.
We have 18 fucking 1,000-yard receivers. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I mean, that's a grip. I mean, this is a pass-heavy league.
Yeah, I was going to say directly correlated from all the rule changes and everything favoring the pass, for sure.
Yeah, and so
teams going for it on 4th down at an all-time high. That definitely correlates with it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sending these drives.
So we're gonna see this more and more. Like, I don't even know what he is as what number. Let me see, what number receiver stats wise for the season. Let me see.
And Cooper Kupp is about to set the standard of a 17-week. Like, yo, you got to at least have 1,800 to 2,000. Wow, you know what I mean? What did
He's wide receiver 20. He's tied with Mike Williams and Marquise.
Wow. Such a funny year.
Yeah, and Marquise, he just had an extra touchdown and only 30 less yards, and he had 6 more receptions. Mike Williams, it's his 8 touchdowns that got him up there, because he's only got 67 receptions.
Yeah.
Pittman's 82 and Brown's 88.
His after week 4, his 16 or a 17-week pace was going to be 1,500 yards, fucking 120 catches, but then that's just, he fell off so crazy. I'm surprised he still finished as a WR2, but you're right, it's probably the tugs
for sure. And the guys who are right below him, the last 4. So let's see. So he's 20, and really he's tied for 20th, with 2 other guys. So let's see. Williams, 21, 22, 23, 24. Holy shit. Scary Terry. If it ended right now, he finishes as the wide receiver 24.
Well, it still didn't suffice with the draft capital.
No, hell no. Because right behind him with 3 points less is Darnell Mooney, and with 5 points less is Amon-Ra St. Brown, 7 points less is Christian Kirk. But he was still higher than Amari Cooper.
Wow. I mean, Cooper is boomer bust by definition.
He's back to it. He's back to that boom bust.
Yeah. I mean, when you have too many options like that, and then early on in the year, the run game was working, and then he had the injuries with COVID and all this, you know what I mean? Like, he was doing pooper scooper things. That's why I call him Amari Cooper the pooper scooper. When you pick him up, you're picking up a piece of shit half the time.
Yeah.
You can't catch baby.
Here's a good question from Lee. Says, how much do you think Aaron Jones will see the field, or will Dillon get the bulk of the work? I have him on the championship.
None of them.
Yeah, I think maybe they get in for a series or two.
So Aaron Rodgers did get an unlimited practice today. That was odd. But he also said on the McAfee show that he intended on playing like at least a series or two. And he's I can't tell you that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, because I'm of the mindset they shouldn't play any of them. And if you do, I mean, you better hope they do it. You better hope they score you what you need. And they
already said that Jordan Love is starting. So I mean, unless they retract that or something.
Or you know what? It could be like extra reps maybe in practice with your guys, because you're about to go on like a 2-week hiatus basically if you're a Packer starter. I'm not listen. And Dillon's someone they need in the stretch. It's probably going to be their third string guy. Taylor, is that his name? Something Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor.
Yeah, I forget his first name, but something Taylor. So, you know what I mean? That's probably the plug and play, because you kind of want the running back against Detroit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they have no reason to play their guys. So even if Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon play, they're probably not going to be playing much. But yeah, Patrick Taylor, that's his name. I knew it was P. Taylor. But yeah, this is a shot to see what he's really got.
I mean, these are valuable reps, and it's against a team that, you can just really get some good work on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, all the shit we've been practicing, we can get it in live action against the Detroit Lions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
that team twos are probably going to be ecstatic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, get a whole game experience.
All right, Mark's got a question for us. He says, needs 3 running backs, using one as a flex. Eckler, Penny, Mitchell, Elliott, Stevenson, Patterson, if Gibson is out. So Jay Patterson, Scott, if clears COVID. And
first
also
3.
Yeah, for sure. The first 3. Definitely.
Yeah.
And then also need 2 wide receivers, Jefferson, Renfro, Lamb.
The first 2.
Yeah, I'm going the first 2, because who knows how long Lamb even plays, or if he even plays at all.
And like, he's just a guy who hasn't been producing like those other 2. You know what I mean? So in a game that really is not that meaningful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Lee said, do you think Kupp keeps this up next year? What round will he be drafted in next year? Both of your thoughts. I think he keeps it up as long as he's healthy. That was always his issue, of him getting hurt. But I think he's a first or second rounder, no doubt about it, next year. Assuming it's still Stafford and everything.
Right? Hell yeah, this one's almost down for the count. Or she is, huh? Oh yeah. It is. Look at that. Not even 5 minutes of football. She's already asleep.
There we go.
Fuck. We've been doing it all year, man. I like it. It helps me tremendously at the house.
Oh yeah.
Doing this show is like obviously it's a part of my daily routine. You know what I mean? Yes, doing the show.
And Big Kong says, I just pray that AJ Brown can stay healthy for an entire season next year. I mean, he's big, he goes hard, and he takes hard hits. Like that's the thing that's tough.
Here's the thing too. The division is soft, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, those are 6, if you ask me, that's 6 good outings already in a 14-week fantasy season. You know what I'm saying? They obviously won that division, so they're gonna have a number 1 schedule. You know what I mean? And I love when a good player comes off a bad year. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get him at a value. In this case, he's keeping him, right? But you're gonna get him at a value in redrafts, and it's a real thing. saying a bounce back season. You know what I mean? Like AJ Brown is the bounce back candidate for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, Joe Mixon in fantasy is probably one of the bounce back candidates of the year.
Has to be.
I guess Rashad Penny is like the career bounce back.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah. Cordell Patterson. We had 2 of those this year.
Yeah.
We had
Guys
2
were
guys
left for dead.
who were left for dead. There were supposed to be things in the fantasy realm years ago, many moons ago, and here we are in 2020 or the past season, 2021. They get to show out finally.
That's insane.
It really is. And then like someone like Brandon Cooks, it just seems like he's just the same guy no matter where he's at, right? Just gonna put up a thou wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but people don't think that. I mean, everyone kind of hates on him.
Like, yeah, listen, including me. For me, it was just like I was like, man, I'm not fooling with Tyrod Taylor because Brandon Cooks was never not a value, even when he was with the Rams, maybe a 4th round. Third round, like in going into 2018, that's when people were going crazy because they saw, that they had traded for him, and you know what I mean?
Yep. Hell yeah.
Going crazy over it.
He just ended up being that dude.
Right.
Let's see here.
Oh, he's the Super Bowl curse too, because he was with the Patriots. When they lost. Then he traded to the Rams. They go play the Patriots in the Super Bowl. The Rams lose. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and that is kind of crazy. Oh, he's over there, and then he went to the Rams when they lost, also, right?
Yep. How about this? If you really look at it, because I was just thinking this right now, there's a lot of high-profile receivers in their twilight of their career. Maybe not twilight, but just later on. They go somewhere, have success, lose the Super Bowl. A la Terrell Owens with the Eagles.
Yep.
Right? Jerry Rice with the Raiders.
Yep.
Hold on, what'd you do to him? I'm doing the show, y'all. You better calm him down. No, he didn't. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's one. Randy Moss comes to my Niners. Lose the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Fuck Randy Moss. One of the greatest receivers, and I'm like, fuck him. Yeah. Man, there's got to be more, man. I know there's more names here.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of these guys who lose the Super Bowl every year.
Keyshawn Johnson, he actually got traded, and then they won it, right?
Okay.
So they're maybe that trumps it.
The one that was crazy was Tiki Barber, how he retired right before they ended up winning it.
Yeah, right. I mean, who do they have at running back? Was it Bradshaw?
I think it was.
I know there was another bad motherfucker along with Barber those years. There was a guy who would come in and he was a bad motherfucker too. But I know it wasn't Bradshaw yet.
No, so Derek Ward. He might have been the main guy.
It might have been Derek Ward. Okay, let me go put her down real quick.
All right, cool. Yeah, and Antonio said, I'm ready to be in the playoff league with my brother Luigi. Oh, yeah, I'm in that one. JC Money Designs in that one, too. Yeah, that one's going to be a crazy league. I don't think it was Jacobs yet. I think that was like that was the second one where it was Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs.
Oh, you're right, because he retired in 2006.
Shut the door, bud. Yeah, that's all I see is Derek Ward there. And I mean, Jim Flynn, Chad Morton, James Sims. I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember none of them. Tom Coughlin days.
Oh, yeah, that was the Tom Coughlin days.
Tom Coughlin was funny.
And yeah, and David P says winning $5 in golf. I hope it holds up. Let me see.
That's what I was supposed to do this morning.
Say it louder. He didn't hear you.
Hi, Bogard.
Hey, what's up, Noble?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Couldn't complain. You know what I mean? Slow motion in the big ocean. Trying to stay afloat.
I can't complain. On PGA, I'm winning $10 right now.
Let's go.
10 buckaroos.
10 smackers.
$10 million.
Oh yeah. I hope it's 10 million.
Yeah. Or 27 million.
Or 27
There
million.
you go. I like how he went to 27. I love numbers that are by 3 or divisible by 3. It's a good number, 27.
He loves it. Eric Miller, he says, AB lives 2 blocks away from me in Hollywood Oaks, Broward, Florida. He's always getting into trouble locally with the police. You read it too.
Hey, that's crazy, bro. Because and you know what's funny about that? Is like, this is the guy who lives 2 blocks from him. You know he's not Johnson.
Stop.
Putting it on her hair, so
You putting it on sideways.
sideways.
Yeah. I bet, man. I bet. What a dummy.
What'd you call me?
Not you, Antonio Brown. He's a big old dummy.
What's Antonio?
Yeah, what's an Antonio Brown?
Antonio Brown?
And Juan, he said Sony Michelle or Rashad Penny, and then Mike Evans or Brandon Cooks.
So Penny's playing the Cardinals. I'd probably take Penny.
I think I would too, the way that they've been running it.
The Niners are a good run defense. You know what I mean? I mean, Sony's going to get all the volume. Maybe instead of 90%, they go ahead and give him like 80% because they did say Cam Akers is going to go. He's a full go at practice.
They said he's going to play this week?
Yeah, he's a full go. Unless, I mean, when they say, because I read full go at practice, so I'm assuming. Let me rephrase that. They didn't say that he's going to go for sure, but that's the talk right now.
I'm sure that'll be Friday news for sure, whether he's going to go or not, because who knows? Maybe it's like Derrick Henry where they just designated him to return off of IR so he could get in better practices.
Well, it's A and B. You know, it's A, they took him off to get him ready for this playoff stretch, but it's also B that they took him off when they did, so he can get his little season bonus or whatever it was. Like, so shout out to the Rams.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
They're like, yo.
And what about the Mike Evans or Brandon Cooks? I feel like I want to go Brandon Cooks just because we don't know how much
playing the
Evans going to play.
So they're playing. Who are the Texans playing? They're playing the Titans.
Yep.
So like,
and Titans suck against the wide receiver.
Yeah, and I mean this is probably a volume play. I'm going Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, I'm rocking it there too. Steven in the building. What up, bro? So what up, my man Hustler? Hey, and Steven, I sent you the money on Apple Pay, so let me know if you can't figure out how to transfer it. I'm just talking. Chase in the building. What up, bro?
Super fan.
All right. We got to talk a little bit about this AB stuff.
AB stuff?
Yeah. We got to talk about this AB stuff. What have you heard? Because I'm hearing a bunch of different things.
Yeah, he's trying to sue them for real now. That's what I heard.
Yeah, for playing him through his ankle injury apparently. But then I heard stuff that like 2 weeks before this, like he was trying to get his agent to get his incentives guaranteed for the season, no matter what he finished stat wise.
Because he knew he was hurt and he's looking like it's going away. Like he's not going to be able to get the chance.
Right.
I mean, he missed a significant amount of time. You know what's funny? I feel like AB owes hella money to somebody. You know what I mean? Like these are the actions of somebody that owes another motherfucker money. Like, bro, I need to get this money, dog. Why? I can't tell you why. It's like, this fool owes somebody money. Like somebody got. I mean, otherwise, like you could just really just say he's crazy and he has mental health and he needs help. You know what I mean? I don't want to say he's crazy. That's messed up. That's insensitive. I'd say he really does have mental health issues, and this is just him spazzing. You know what I mean? Like, because then if that's the case, you really can't be mad at the guy. This is just par for the course. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and let's see. So he missed week 3, missed week 7, week 8,
9.
Well, they had a bye week 9. Week 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and week 15. So he missed 9 weeks out of the season. 3 of those, and who knows if he would have been able to play through the injury anyways at that point when he got suspended for the what's called the fake vaccine card.
Yeah, I mean, and like another thing too is they probably should have just put him on IR when he got that first ankle, and then maybe they could have kept that fake vaccination shit under wraps, because that's what I think. After that vaccination shit happened, it just became about AB, and the whole locker room feel has got to be, this is about the team. That's what Brady's going to enforce. You see it in Man in the Arena, and he, it's a common theme in every episode where he's talking about, it's about the team. You know what I mean? It's not about me. It's about the team. If you're AB, like that's where Tom Brady will probably draw the line. You know what I mean? Like, listen, bro, it's about the team and about getting this chip, and you're over here sweating a bag. You know what I mean? And causing all this drama left and right, bro. Like, this is mad incidences.
And a small bag, for what these guys are used to.
Yeah, and I get it. It's for principle. I would spaz about my bag all day. You know what I mean? There's principality here, especially if you owe somebody money, which AB probably does.
Yeah, I mean, shit, that was everyone.
He owes me money.
And Steven, check your text messages. It's already sent. I sent it last night. And Chase said it's tough because Tampa should be held responsible if they're being shady, but AB is a whack job, so I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe either. I mean, the dude did tweak his ankle in practice on Wednesday, before that game. So I just don't understand. I don't know. I wish I knew everything that was going on. And JC said, got to pay for the new album that he's dropping. And I don't think anyone's gonna. I mean, I guess people will pay, but it's trash. And Antonio said someone got to pay for those courtside tickets. And yeah, I just don't even know what to believe at this point, because yeah, I mean, we shouldn't call AB crazy, but I mean, he's definitely doing things that crazy people do. And yeah, the mental health is real, and we know he's probably got a couple screws loose from all the CTE and different things like that, and it's just tough all around. Tom Brady says that we're supposed to be compassionate, so everyone wants to listen to the GOAT and says that he's always
That's
right.
like,
wrong.
You know what that is? When Tom Brady comes out and says we got to be compassionate, that sounds like he's basically inferring, like, hey, y'all, he confided in me. He definitely has some mental health issues, and we need to be compassionate to it. You know what I mean? Because that's saying it without saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He says it worse than Lev Bell when he's rapping. Bogard, I'll give you the stage on that. Who is a better rapper, or who is the worst, of the two?
I'll probably say Lev Bell, because like he just throws auto-tune on the shit and thinks like, it is hard. You know what I mean? And like you could tell there's like zero effort put into the writing or anything, just like the delivery, and it's really just putting auto-tune on it and picking a dope ass beat and being like, this is hard. AB, you could tell his crazy ass trying to put thought to this shit. You know what I mean?
That's what makes his like even more sad though, because like
it's
horrible.
It's really bad. It's really bad. But I'm just saying, like, I appreciate the process. I bet you AB is actually like, thinking like, in AB's mind, he probably thinks this is gonna be a hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he had another one about give me my money or something like that. What was it? Or my money, somebody's money. It was like the one that came out like in the summer. I forget, but that shit was like, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it was trash, but I was like, oh, okay. It sound, because to be honest, you turn on the radio, most of the shit sounds like trash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, but I'm officially the old guy now though too. You know what I mean? Where I just, I don't have an ear for that shit, for that young shit. You know what I mean? I just don't. You know what I mean? Beats are tight.
Man, this is pretty crazy. So, our man Lee, the guy who does all the news for me and posts all the news and shit on my page as everything's posting, he sent me this stuff about AB right now, and apparently he's put this out on Instagram. I'm gonna go fact check this, but it's a text message. Did you see that text message?
It's a statement. I glossed through it. You could tell that he probably had some PR or somebody help him write this. You know what I mean?
No. I'm not talking about that. This is a text message that he leaked, and it's from apparently Tom Brady's guy, who charged
Alex Guerrero.
Yeah, charged him $100K or whatever, and never really did anything or whatever.
Yeah, he's withholding. I'm telling you, bro. AB owes somebody money, bro. He's like, listen, bro. All you did was give me like a little shoulder rub, bro. I need my $100K back. And you know what? Now, see, this is what's fucked up. Don't fuck with Alex Guerrero, bro. That's Tom Brady's man. That's the brain.
Isn't that's like his personal
that's the brains,
right? Or whatever.
He's the brains behind the TB12 lifestyle, behind the TB12 method.
Yeah.
He's that guy. You know what I mean? He's the guy that probably was like, here, try this. He eats it. He's like, that's delicious. What's that? Avocados. You know what I mean? No way, Alex. Yes. Like, you know what I mean? This is the key. That's that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And everybody fucks with him. You know what I mean? If you're Tom's guy, you fuck with Guerrero. He's gonna take care of you. You know, Gronk, Edelman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he sends all his peeps to it.
Mm-hmm. And in this case, AB. So he's like, listen, man, it's $100K. And he goes and he said, man, all he gave me was a cucumber water and a motherfucking back rub, bruh. Nah, man, I'm telling you, he's the best. And now AB's like, give me my fucking 100 bands.
You didn't put me on the same regimen. You put TB12. I already hurt my ankle.
He's like, man, you know how much guacamole I ate, bruh?
Oh, man. Straight savage. Okay. And Antonio said, I think Paul made a diss to that song. What? Now Jake Paul's trying to fight Antonio Brown? Or Lev Bell. That's who you're talking about, right? Lev Bell, because Lev Bell was talking shit.
Hey, but how about this, though? Lev Bell. Okay, what was his running style? Patient, kind of gets a little ballerina with it. You know what he would do? He would train in boxing in the off season.
So, really? That's how his footwork got so nice?
Mm-hmm. I would love to see him fuck up Jake Paul. Because you know why? This Le'Veon Bell got M's. Jake Paul can't have that conversation with him like, hey, bro, so, I'll give you like a, 1.2 and, you just take a dive. You're like, fuck that. I got bread. You know what I mean? I really feel like this is a conversation that Jake has with his opponents.
Yeah, because you look at that last one.
Put his hands down.
I'm not a boxer, nor do I pretend to be one. But there is no boxer in the world that's going to drop his hands like that when all Jake Paul is doing is going for face shots the entire time. You're not dropping your hands like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's someday somebody's going to blow the whistle on Jake Paul and be like, yeah, I was the guy that helped coordinate all the fights and it won't matter because he's already just getting everybody's money. You know what I mean? It's too late and people won't even care. It's just like when I knew the culture of the streets that correlated with music. I knew that was dead when Tekashi 6ix9ine could like snitch and then get out and people and his albums like platinum and people, you know what I mean? Like
and switch from blood sets to crip sets or whatever he did, vice versa or whatever. Like
I don't know, man. Yellow, green, white, purple, whatever the fuck colors you wearing, bro. He dyed his whole hair, everything. It's just funny because that little Chucky looking motherfucker with the tattoos on his face, bro. He would have been killed, get popped. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like it's just, and he knew the guys that he was running with, so he just snitched on all of them. Put a lot of good people away. You know what I'm saying? When I say good people, I mean they're probably terrible, but I mean like real ones that live by a code. You know what I'm saying? And then like because that's the masses these days. Motherfuckers don't have no code. You know what I mean? I don't even know how I got in this tirade, but.
Talking about Jake Paul's bitch ass.
Yeah, Jake Paul's bitch ass.
But I did see, thanks to Antonio, he sent me a video that Dana White put out, and because Jake Paul's calling out, some of their prize fighters, like, oh yeah, that's why you're calling them out because these guys actually sell pay-per-views, and now you're trying to piggyback off of them. He was like, you said that I do coke. He was like, I'll take a drug test. He was like, you ready to take a steroid test?
Oh shit! Hey, he'll have. What's crazy? I think it's called USA or USADA.
Okay.
It's whatever the company that's like, with them peoples, with them the federal regulations. There's a company that UFC that UFC has to use when they test their guys. These motherfuckers will show up anywhere you're at in the fucking world. If Dana White was like, I want to test this guy for steroids, you know what I'm saying? Jake Paul could be in fucking China and then be a motherfucker high in a bowl of rice, ready to test his ass. You know what I'm saying? The Pulp Fiction reference there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, they don't play. You know what I mean? He'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, at minimum,
because he said he already knows, like whoever his manager is or his partner is in something, Jake Paul, he said how he used to work for, like Dana White used to be his boss, and that motherfucker was shady as hell, and he had to kick him to the curb. So who knows the level of what he was doing?
And it's probably that guy's probably the guy who was like, yeah, I did coke with Dana White one time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, he has White in his name. You know, Dana White's done some coke, bro. Yeah. I mean, like. And Dana White, he's a savage, bro. He used to box.
Yeah,
I think he's like, and he's from Boston too, where they get into, listen, the white boys in Boston, they get crazy, bro. Like he grew up, he was one of them barroom brawlers. You feel me?
Yeah.
And a motherfucker got hit. So like, I guess like the mafia, like the local mob. There's a story like about the local mob. They were trying to get him to fix fights because he's hosting. He had a little boxing like promotion or whatnot. And he want them to fix the matches, and he's like, nah. And then so he gets in like in a brawl with these motherfuckers, and somebody hit him so hard in his fucking ear he went deaf and shit. And one of his ears he's like deaf or some shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Dana White's a savage, bro. You don't become a extreme multi-billionaire without being a savage, bro.
Oh yeah, that ain't happening.
I mean, I guess if you're like, Dana White's kids, I guess that's a different story, right? Like motherfuckers.
No. I mean, we're not talking about someone who's like born into money.
We're not talking about heirs. Is that what they call them? Heirs?
Yeah, heirs, yeah. But yeah, his kids are gonna be, his kids are already taken care of. We already know that. What up, Zeb? What's going on, bro? Derek's in the building. What up, bro?
What up, Derek? What up, Zeb?
Okay, and Zeb brought up Miles Sanders here. So Miles Sanders is not playing this week. They said they ruled him out, and then they got a couple other linemen that are questionable for the game. And Zeb said, my 2022 third round pick and my 2023 third round pick for Miles Sanders. Thoughts on the trade? Dynasty League. I got some decent running backs, so Sanders will be depth.
I mean, okay, Sanders was drafted 2019. 19, 20, 21. So he's 3 years on his contract. I think he's a second or third rounder. I can't remember. If he's a second rounder, then I guess this is okay. You probably have 2 years out of him. So those third round picks, I'm not mad at getting rid of them.
Second rounder, 53 overall.
Oh, second round. Huh. I don't know. I like that Sirianni wants to run the ball. I want the running back that's going to start. I just don't know who's going to be. This year, I feel like they got so many picks. I feel like they're going to go off. If they got like a running back, they're going to draft one. You know what I mean? If they like one in his draft and he's there, they're going to draft one.
And he could be trade bait. An NFL trade bait. I feel like I would. I feel like I would do it because in most leagues, I mean, if it's not an IDP league, if it's not a super flex league, those third round picks are kind of meh anyways.
Yeah, I mean, like, and a lot of times rookie drafts are only like 4 or 5 rounds. Like if you don't have IDPs, you know what I mean?
Ours are only 7 rounds because we do have IDPs.
Yeah,
and our third round picks are. I mean, they're pretty golden. You can find some steals there.
Yes,
because of super flex and IDP.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm okay with it. This is depth. I just don't think. I think like the value of Sanders in the reality is like a rotational guy. You know what I mean? Like he seems to me like the guy that'll be the lead dog to start the year and then lose his job to an incumbent like rookie. Like
and he just keeps getting hurt. I mean, that's the thing that sucks about it. So yeah, if it was like a second rounder, first rounder, I mean, no way, but third rounder, I'm okay doing that because you're not really giving up much to get him. And if he never does anything for you, it's not that bad. But hopefully he comes into camp and maybe get some hype, and then maybe you can even move him, for 2 better picks in the future.
I mean, like I said, I think this is a team that they're probably not going to trade for Watson, so they have a ton of first round picks. If they believe Jalen Hurts is their guy, and remember we covered this when they traded for Gardner Minshew, I said that tells me that they don't want Watson, because you get a guy like Minshew who like he's basically like a replica of Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You could use the same playbook, is what I should say. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So like they might even spend up on a running back. They spent up on a receiver in this past draft. Yep. This organization spent up on a receiver the past 2 years. Jalen Reagor and then Devontae Smith.
And Jalen Reagor's not even that bad, but yeah, it seemed like that they really missed in year one on him.
This is what happened. It's a 2020 year, no training camp, like traditional shit like that, no preseason, right?
Yep.
And then when they do start the little 1 week or 2 week training camp, at whatever it was, probably like a month before kickoff, and he had broke his hand. Remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, so he was just doomed from the start. Then it was the whole Carson Wentz / Jalen Hurts bullshit, and
yeah, there's a lot of drama last year. And then
it was Greg Ward. Greg Ward was going crazy.
Yeah.
And then what's that other motherfucker? He had motherfucker in his name. He was man, someone pull. This is gonna kill me. He was the Eagles receiver last year. He was going crazy for like 5 weeks straight.
Quez?
No, this was in 2020.
Oh, let me see.
What's his name, bro?
We're not closing the shop.
He had a name last name.
I think Sega Whiteside.
No, not that guy.
Let's see.
Travis
Fulgham.
Yes, Travis Fulgham. That's what I call him.
Yeah. What do you have? His 5 week stretch of balling?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, this is why Jalen Reagor wasn't like a thing. There was these other guys that were connecting with whoever it was. Fucking
Travis Fulgham. He was a thing for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
and a big thing too. And I remember one of those was a Thursday night game.
I think it was against the Giants.
Well, yeah, whenever they had their third string tight end when he balled out. Can't even remember his name to save my life, but
was it my man Double R? My man Richard Rodgers?
Yeah, there you go.
It was. I remember that shit.
Because I think
Fulgham. I said he had motherfucker in his name, but he had a Fulgham. He was going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Well, that's pretty much all we got for today. Antonio said, I remember I picked him up last year. Hell yeah, because I was talking about him on my shows, that's for sure, as in the waiver wire segments.
Yeah, and he was one of those guys that just kept going because the Eagles had the stank on him. So nobody was touching him. He was always like a under the 60% threshold for like majority of that time he was balling. It went until like the last 2 weeks, and then he fell off on people real fast.
Like, oh yeah.
When he finally got up to like over 80% rostership.
Yeah, it took a while. All right. Well, yeah, we got no more news. We got no more questions. So why don't we wrap a bow on this thing and tell them everything, Bogard, on the way out.
Well, where do I start, right? I mean, there's just so many things I want to say, but I'm just gonna go with the standard. The earth is my turf, and universe give me money. And you can follow me at the GMM Network. I apparently I am gonna be making my Facebook debut because I have to now in order to play in these leagues. So I'll be on Facebook probably in the next like 48 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, I think I guess we're still doing it. Are we doing oh, my bad. I was thinking it was Friday. I was gonna say, are we doing Saturday night tips? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Catch us tomorrow, FNT. And if y'all want to watch the recap, the shit was dummy lit last night. You check that out too. You know what I'm saying? On either me or Hustler's channel, and go ahead and subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube. Now I'm just rambling.
Yeah. Adventures from the Q. Should I be worried about Devonta Adams will be rested part of the game? Should I start Pittman instead with his usage? I mean, I wouldn't want to start Adams. I don't think he's going to play that much if he plays.
I'd play Pittman against the Jags.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Jags. Here's a fun fact. In the last 5 years, the Colts have lost to Jacksonville in Jacksonville.
Ooh. And the Colts need to win to have a shot to get into the playoffs.
And Carson Wentz just seems like that guy that would be like, yeah, they say we don't never win here. And it'd be like, they lose and be like, yeah, well, I told y'all we never win here.
He better not bum it up out there. And David P said, what does it mean, the free mean on the $20 entry? So there's
it's just a loophole. It's their loophole. When it says free, that means you've already paid for it, basically. That's what you paid for.
Well, there is one.
There is the free, yeah.
No. There's one where it says $20 entry on in the membership ones. It's so what it is with that one, if you refer someone who ends up getting into that, you end up getting a piece of that of the winnings. But it's like they pay out 10 places and that's it. It's 50 entries total that can get in this. And so first gets 250, second gets 150, third gets 100, fourth gets 75, 5 through 8 gets 50, and then 9th and 10th place get 25. So what is that, like 20% of the contest is getting paid out. And then if you happen to refer the person who ends up winning, I don't know if is it the top winner? Yeah, if one of your the top 5 positions pay. So if you refer someone who's in the top 5, you end up getting 20% of their winnings, like 20% matched of their winnings.
I like it.
All right. And Antonio said, you know where to find him on the Mario Kart circuit. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about shout out to Toad. That's my man's.
Yeah, and make sure you guys go hit me up, fantasyfootballhustler.com. That's where you can get to all the podcasts. You can sign up for Super Draft Pro there. You can get on Patreon so you can get into these playoff leagues that I'm about to start placing people into leagues like in the next few hours. I'm just had to get past FNT and pay out some more of these winners, and we're on to these playoff leagues. It's all going down. They're going to be fun as hell. Bogard's going to be in a couple of them. JC Money Design is going to be in a couple of them as well. And I'm going to be in all of them, every single league. So any league that you join, you'll be playing with me either way. All right, we're out. We'll see you. JC Money Design's got his show in a few hours, so make sure you tap in for all the basketball stuff. And we'll see you back here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific for you West Coasters. Peace out.
Peace.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of Eastside Ho, where they know my name.